Yeah, hello all. Um, Life's going pretty good here in Cambodia. Dealing with life on life's terms, uh, and all that it manufactures. Um, I don't seem to get as confounded as what I once did, and extremely grateful that I don't have any kids of my own, as the children here in the commune seem to be hard work. Not that I engage them at any great level or depth, but I'm civil. Um, what's been going on for me is that I've still been trying to process that trauma from my early childhood and ground myself in the revelations that I've had in regards to uh, self glorification. And I don't think I've reported this, but I also realised over the course of the last 10 days that a lot of my childhood experiences that I've tried to add a narrative to in regards to how I was feeling by using words such as rapture, jubilation, majestic, exquisite, sensational, uh, even frenzy. Um, Marvelous. They're all highly uh, energized, and due to the fact that it led to trauma, I've always detached from those kinds of feelings, and I've only ever really encountered them in my own solipsistic world, where I can allow myself to feel my feelings and emotions, um, and without the fear of abuse. So what I realized is that when I do experience those kinds of feelings in my inner realm, I come away from there with this expectation that I can deliver. What I then try to do is project out onto life and others, the nature of that kind of intensity, um, just by sheer will. And I've come to realize that, they can all be bracketed under the feeling of orgasmic. You know, it took me a long time to assimilate that, due to the fact that the first time I reached sexual climax, it was the same kind of, intense feelings, but it was coupled with incredible fear, paranoia, and to the point, where I dissociated. I can remember that experience vividly, but I couldn't connect those kinds of experiences together. It was fucking insanity. Um, excuse me. But it's all well and good. I'm aware now, and I have wasted an extraordinary amount of time in my life trying to ascertain, what was wrong with me. And I get a sense now as to what it is, where I have, I'm not sure of the word, the word foible comes to mind. I can't remember the meaning of it. But it's like, basically I just tried to generalize that kind of feeling, and it was delusional in nature, and I feel like I have a firm grasp on reality now, and it's all okay. You're okay. I'm okay. I still I've let go of the ideal self, in the sense that I thought that I had to be extroverted to win some love and affection, and I can accept myself today as being somewhat of an introvert, where I'm going to be anxious around people, especially if I've just met them. I don't have to be a beacon of success and glory. That's what my ideal self um, generated, and expected glory. Um, and having let that go, I can give myself permission to be myself, which I'm basically only just starting to come to know and appreciate for what it actually is, as opposed to trying to propagate what is basically narcissistic ideals, so that I could find a sense of fulfillment. Um, and like I mentioned, in my own mind, that would be glorious. So I'm yet to experience a feeling of glory, without patronizing those kinds of ideals. But I guess, those kinds of experiences come from, making a commitment, setting goals, being part of a team, and things along those lines. And, I fail to do those things for myself. So it's all well and good. I just wanted to be brief. Um, feeling a little bit more upbeat now that had a haircut. Now that I've had a haircut, and had my beard trimmed. So thanks for listening. Subscribe, comment, do as you will, and I'll get back to you for positive or negative. Thank you. Bye.